now to a disease that has killed millions of trees in California and Oregon since its discovery in the mid-1990s. Researchers at UC Berkeley have found a new strain of sudden oak death in the East Bay Hills. And if it can't be contained, it could mean real trouble. Brian Hackney reports.
We are in Tilden Park above Grizzly Peak Road, and this is in East Bay Regional Park District.
Becky Tilden is the Ecological Services Manager at the park.
It's one of the first 3 parks in the Park District.
It's also the first place in Contra Costa County that a new strain of a deadly oak-killing microbe was found.
This is the tree that tested positive in the fall, and this is the one we came back and we resampled in December.
Those samples from the tree were brought here to Cal, where Matteo Garbalotto has been studying the killer microbe.
It's a disease caused by an exotic pathogen, and it's particularly lethal to oak trees and tan oaks.
And it's killed at least 50 million oaks in the Coast Range of California since the 1980s. The microbe responsible, NA1, probably hitched a ride on these exotic plants, camellias and rhododendrons. There are 3 varieties of these oak killer microbes.
And we believed until this year, only one of these 3 had escaped in the wild. But this year, the big discovery was that we found another one that is in the wild as well.
Now, the scramble is on to find out how many oaks have been infected with this new variant. And doing some of the science.
Natalie and Leah, they're both 2 of our intrepid student workers.
This morning, they're extracting DNA from bay laurel leaves, which spread the disease to nearby oaks. The telltale brown edges may indicate infection.
It looks like it may be sudden oak death, but we don't know for sure until we test the DNA that comes from these samples.
Using a hole punch, cutouts from the leaves are placed in vials.
What I'm doing now is getting the extracted DNA that we collected from the leaves, from the hole punches.
How many individual tests do you do, say, over the summer?
About 1,600.
In 45 minutes, the verdict is in.
It's a very specific test. That indicates that this sample is positive for Phytophthora morum.
So there is a possibility the new variant could sweep like wildfire through our remaining oaks. That's why the experts are enlisting community scientists to identify sick trees ASAP.
Californians in their own community. That's who's testing this.
So, if you have oak trees that are standing next to bay laurels, take out the bay laurels. And think about helping to comb through the trees to identify infections. Thousands are already helping.
And that way we can get a better sense as to how many more trees are infected and look at where it could be spreading to help maintain as healthy a forest as we can.